Perhaps you now wish to do the same to me? But have you forgotten? I am immortal. Destroy me if you can. Stop! Stop! I have seen enough. I have a bargain for you. You have proven yourself to be a worthy adversary. But have you considered how much more formidable we could be as allies? I allowed you to enter my tomb for a purpose. 1,000 years of deathly slumber has withered my mortal body to crumbling bone. I must inhabit a new mortal host. Think of what you could do with my power. Become one with me, and we shall rule together. But be warned. If you strike me once more, I will destroy you. I can always find another host. You, however, have but a moment to consider my offer. Think wisely and quickly. Will you join with me and allow me to possess your body? A wise decision. I knew your heart was as dark as mine. Together, we will be unstoppable. For I bring to you the greatest gift of all. Absolute power. And now, I, the immortal pharaoh, sent Udwaka to claim possession of your eternal soul forevermore. It is done.
What shame is this? The Lord of Darkness has turned your heart against me. If this be your path, then I am vowed to keep you from taking it. Kara, my devoted protector, I release you from your pledge. Leave my side and return to the heavens. Never again shall I behold such beauty as in you.
As you wish, my lord Anephas, it shall be done. I am thine.
To the death shall our battle be. Lord Cet, their blood is upon your hands.
And so fell the Lord of Grace, his body slain by the Maven's blade, adrip with the unholy black fire. For the Pharaoh Setudwakan had swayed the mortal champion to join his unholy crusade against the great defender. And as the spirit of Anephas did ascend into the heavens, the earth was made ripe for the Dark Lord's conquest. The Pharaoh's spirit led the unholy champion to his hidden corpse, buried deep within the pyramid tomb. Enshrouded within a blood-stained cloth, it lay crumbling upon an altar of bone, and in its hand was tightly clutched a glimmering scroll. The champion opened the strange parchment and began to read. "So shall it be, the prophecy of the age, decreed by divine will, that upon this sacred truth shall death from darkness bring. For the champion's sword will slay the great defender, and the mortal hope shall rule the land as Shadow's king." And as the last of the prophecy was read, the withered flesh of the Pharaoh's mortal form burst into flames, and soon his ash was scattering into the wind. Resting within the Dark Lord's hand had been the truth all along, that by mantle of his dark oath he would rule over the sons of this earth. The angel Kara had prayed in vain to deny the sacred truth, that noble Anephas, though reborn, could not stop the Mavin. And so it came to pass, the prophecy made true, and a wretched tyranny fell upon the land. And on certain nights, if you look just right, you can see Anephas and Kara upon their thrones in the stars, as they weep down upon the gale Saron, in woe and sorrow. And of the Mavin, it now rests within the champion's hand, there to simmer, awaiting the wrath of its sacred oath, when once again it claims the one who wields it.
Oh, Father, do read us another story.
Now, that's enough adventure for one night. It's time to bed with the both of you. And as you sleep in Kara's arms, aloft in heaven's glory, remember well, my little ones, the living tale is never done, and your dreams will always bring the morrow's story.
Will you join with me and allow me to possess your body? Death you have chosen. Death shall it be. I will feast upon your mortal soul.
Well done this day, my holy defender. The evil Pharaoh, Lord of Darkness, Cet Udwakan, has fallen from his blackened throne. Destroyed by the sacred sword, the tongue of the black fire. At last, the heavens and earth may find peace from his incarnate evil. But your danger has not yet completely passed. To wield the sacred sword comes at great price. I ask you now to surrender unto me the sacred sword, the blade of the Mavin. I will bid Kara return it to the heavens, never to be feared again. Let me release you from the curse of the sword, before its consuming wrath falls upon you. Will you surrender the sacred sword to me? Indeed you are the true champion. For wisely you have chosen to relinquish the power, rather than to be consumed by it. Kara, I bid thee now, take this sacred sword, the Mavin, and remove it forevermore into the heavens. Never again shall it be touched by mortal hand.
As you wish, my lord Anephas, it shall be done. Blessed are they who open their hearts, for they receive the wealth of the heavens. I am thine.
You have done a great deed this day, noble champion. Order and peace are restored, the shadowed darkness thwarted. With the demise of the unholy Pharaoh, Lord Cet, the weight upon my soul has been lifted. I have fulfilled my solemn vow, and thus my mission on this earth is finally at end. I go now to join Kara into the heavens. I will always be with you. Fare thee well. Will you surrender the sacred sword to me? Alas, the power of the sacred sword is too great for mortal hand. All are doomed to be consumed by its terrible wrath. I wish only to save you from the inevitable fate of the sword. I must ask you once again, will you surrender the sacred sword to me?
Noble Anephas, thy purpose on this earth is done. Do not sacrifice thy life again. Let me take thee into the heavens, where we shall dwell forever. My heart cannot bear to watch thee die yet again, O my Lord. I am thine.
So be it. Perhaps destiny has decreed a different fate for thee. Kara, I come to join thee in the heavens. Fare thee well, my noble champion. May the curse of the Mavin have mercy upon your everlasting soul.
And so fell the Lord of Darkness, his spirit consumed by the Maven's blade, adrip with the unholy black fire. But the mortal form of Pharaoh Setu Dwakan still lay crumbling upon an altar of bone, lost deep within the pyramid tomb, still entranced in the sleep of the dead. Indeed, it took 3 days for the champion of the Maven to discover the Dark Lord's hidden corpse. Enshrouded within a blood-stained cloth, it had grown quite foul, and in its hand was tightly clutched a glimmering scroll. The champion opened the strange parchment and began to read. So shall it be, the prophecy of the age, decreed by divine will, that upon this sacred truth shall light from heaven bring, for the champion's sword will slay the shadowed darkness, and the great defender shall arise again on angel's wing. And as the last of the prophecy was read, the withered flesh of the Pharaoh's mortal form burst into flames, and soon his ash was scattering into the wind. Resting within the Dark Lord's hand had been the truth all along. Perhaps he believed the decree of the prophecy would be thwarted, that by mantle of his dark oath he could rule forever over the sons of this earth. But the angel Kara had prepared the way and guarded the sacred truth, that the noble Anephas would be reborn from his great sacrifice, and together they would herald a new champion of the Mavin. And so it came to pass, the prophecy made true, and peace was restored to all the land. And on certain nights, if you look just right, you can see Anephas and Kara upon their thrones in the stars, watching down over the Gale Saron, the sign that heaven has fulfilled its divine promise. And of the Maven, it too rests within the stars, there to remain, awaiting the next champion, when once again it is time to forge new destiny.
Oh, Father, do read us another story.
Now, that's enough adventure for one night. It's time to bed with the both of you. And as you sleep in Kara's arms, aloft in heaven's glory, remember well, my little ones, the living tale is never done, and your dreams will always bring the morrow's story.